What if the most powerful residents in the world had a life of luxury so quiet, so guarded, that most Americans barely noticed it? Behind the bright lights of Washington politics, behind the cameras, speeches, and headlines, there exists a first lady unlike any other. Rare interviews, minimal public appearances, a carefully protected private world. Today, we're uncovering the luxury surrounding America's most private first lady, a woman whose lifestyle blends old-world elegance, elite European refinement, and ultra-exclusive wealth. From private penthouses and designer wardrobes to Secret Service, secured daily routines, and a life lived far from public scrutiny. This is not the loud luxury you see on red carpets. This is silent power luxury. Let's step inside. Throughout American history, first ladies have often taken center stage. Some became political voices. Some turned into cultural icons. Others embraced public activism. But this first lady chose something radically different. Privacy. She rarely gave interviews. She avoided unnecessary public events. And when she appeared, she spoke with precision, not excess. Unlike previous first ladies who thrived on visibility, she mastered controlled absence of strategy often used by the world's wealthiest elites. In high society, true power doesn't shout. It whispers. And that whisper carries immense influence. While most people imagine the White House as a public museum, the private quarters tell a very different story. Above the historic halls lies a highly restricted luxury residence, accessible only to the first family and a select inner circle. Here, luxury is understated but absolute. Custom-designed private living rooms, antique European furniture, worth millions hand, restored chandeliers and silk wall coverings, private elevators, and secured hallways. The First Lady's private suite is tailored for comfort, security, and silence far removed from press briefings and state dinners. Even the windows are specially treated to block surveillance. This is not just a home. It's a luxury bunker for global power. Long before Washington, luxury was already part of her world. Raised with European influences, she was exposed early to high fashion culture, multilingual education, international travel, elite social circles. Her background shaped a taste for discreet elegance rather than flashy American excess. Where others chase attention, she values refinement. Where others show wealth, she conceals it. This upbringing explains why she adapted so naturally to life among billionaires, diplomats, and royalty. Her fashion choices became one of her most talked about yet mysterious luxuries. No loud branding. No influencer trends. No unnecessary exposure. Instead, she favored custom couture from elite European designers, tailor coats costing tens of thousands, handcrafted shoes produced in limited runs, jewelry worn sparingly, but worth fortunes. Many of her outfits were one-of-one pieces, created specifically for her body and posture. Fashion experts estimate her private wardrobe value in the multi-million-dollar range. Yet she rarely repeats public outfits, a signature trait of ultra-wealthy individuals who don't need validation. This is luxury worn for self-confidence, not applause. Her daily life followed military-level precision. Every movement was mapped, every route secured, every schedule classified. Whether flying on Air Force aircraft or traveling by armored motorcade, her transportation was customized for both comfort and secrecy. Private cabins redesigned for relaxation, luxury seating tailored to posture and security, needs dedicated staff for privacy protection. Unlike public figures who document every step, her travel left almost no digital footprint. In elite circles, invisibility is the ultimate privilege. Very few people were allowed into her personal world. Not politicians, not donors, not celebrities. Only a tightly controlled circle of long trusted aides, elite security professionals, personal stylists, and designers, family members. Every individual underwent extreme vetting. This level of control mirrors how royal families and billionaire dynasties operate. Because when privacy disappears, power weakens. The White House was only one piece of her luxury ecosystem. Outside Washington existed ultra-private residences, secure penthouses, gated estates protected from paparazzi, interiors designed for silence, and comfort. These spaces were engineered for emotional peace, something priceless in high-pressure political environments. Think spa-level bathrooms, private gardens, and custom interior lighting designed to reduce stress. Luxury isn't always gold and diamonds. Sometimes it's peace. One of her most misunderstood traits was her silence. But silence in elite circles is strategy. Every interview she didn't give, every appearance she skipped, increased public curiosity. This technique is often used by global elites who understand one truth. The more accessible you are, the less valuable you become. By staying private, she remained unpredictable and therefore powerful. Luxury experts often compare her lifestyle to European royal consorts, Middle Eastern royal women, old money aristocracy, not because of political power alone, but because of behavior, minimal exposure, controlled image, refined elegance. She didn't act like a celebrity. She moved like royalty. Privacy at this level is never accidental. It is engineered, and it is expensive. Behind her quiet lifestyle exists a massive, unseen infrastructure. Advanced surveillance countermeasures, rotating security teams working in shifts, non-disclosure agreements signed by every staff member, specialized technology to prevent leaks. Entire operations were built around one priority: shielding her personal life from the world. For the ultra-elite, privacy isn't a right, it's a luxury asset, and she possessed it completely. Unlike flashy billionaire lifestyles, her wealth was rarely displayed. No social media flexes, no luxury interviews, no visible indulgence. Instead, money functions silently. Staff hired for loyalty, not fame. Designers paid for exclusivity, not promotion. Residences designed for comfort, not status. This is how old money families operate. When wealth is permanent, it doesn't need to perform. Luxury isn't only physical, it's psychological. Living at the center of global power creates constant pressure, scrutiny, and noise. Her response? Withdrawal. Experts believe her privacy-first lifestyle was a form of mental self-preservation. Silence became protection. Distance became peace. Control became stability. In a role known for burnout, her approach was radical and effective. Those who worked closest to her rarely spoke publicly. But when they did, a pattern emerged. They describe her as disciplined, reserved, but observant, highly detail-oriented, emotionally controlled. Nothing was accidental. Every appearance, every outfit, every movement was intentional. In elite environments, restraint is often mistaken for coldness, but it's usually intelligence. Her world quietly intersected with the highest levels of global society. Without public photo ops, she interacted with royal consorts, billionaires, spouses, diplomatic elites, fashion house, dynasties. These interactions happen privately away from cameras. Luxury doesn't network publicly. It networks in silence. Ironically, her refusal to self-promote turned her into a global icon. Fashion houses studied her. Media outlets speculated about her. Luxury analysts dissected her choices. By saying less, she became more interesting. Scarcity creates value even in human presence. Public reaction was divided. In the end, America's most private First Lady teaches us something powerful. Luxury isn't just wealth. It isn't fame. And it isn't attention. If you enjoyed this deep dive into elite lifestyles and hidden power, like the video, subscribe for more luxury stories.